The boy copied Kobe's signature move and pulled up for a three-pointer, but the basketball flew straight into a streetlight. That accident ended up leading him to an unexpected discovery. Because he didn't have enough money to buy a new pair of basketball shoes, he climbed up a utility pole to bring a pair home. But before he even had the chance to try them on, dark clouds suddenly filled the sky and a bolt of lightning struck. The TV and every light bulb in his house were instantly fried. Yet those shoes remained wrapped in crackling electricity. Worried they might get damaged, the boy reached out to grab them. The next second, he was blasted backward by the lightning. At that moment, he realized there was something special about those shoes. The following day, he wore them to the basketball court. A public tournament was being held there that day, so he could only sit in the stands and watch the game. But it was far from a fair matchup. An amateur team was facing a squad of professional players. As soon as the game started, the amateurs were completely overwhelmed. The pros even dribbled around them just to show off. Before long, the lead had grown to 17 points. A player named Buck stepped to the sideline and launched a deep three-pointer, but the ball missed its target completely. Instead, it bounced off the rim and landed right in the boy's hands. Buck walked over and mocked him for not knowing how to shoot, but a second later, the boy calmly knocked down the shot. The distance was so far that even he could hardly believe it. Just 2 days earlier, he could barely hit the backboard. He became convinced that the shoes were giving him special powers. Buck refused to believe it and decided to shoot again, but once again, the ball bounced away from the basket. The crowd immediately started cheering and asked the boy to do it again. To everyone's surprise, the next shot swished clean through the net. The boy had just embarrassed a professional player in front of everyone. Buck challenged him to a one-on-one game on the spot. Before stepping onto the court, the boy kissed the shoes for good luck. Even with the help of the magical sneakers, he was still at a disadvantage when it came to physical strength. Buck barely bumped into him and sent him crashing to the floor. It looked like the challenge was already over. But what the boy did next shocked everyone watching. On offense, he moved as fast as lightning. He crossed Buck over, left him stumbling, and finished with an easy layup. The crowd rushed forward and erupted with cheers. But Buck still refused to accept defeat. He demanded one final possession to decide the winner. As he rose up for a three-point shot, the boy suddenly leaped high into the air and swatted the ball away. Then it was his turn to attack. A quick pump fake completely fooled Buck's defense. The boy exploded toward the basket and soared into the air. Moments later, he slammed the ball home right on target.
Did you see that? Of course I saw.